Gold League match, Speedball Mike Bailey and Kyle Fletcher. So Bailey, 0 points, Fletcher with 6. And there are loud chants as Fletcher is stalling on the floor. Again, I can't say enough about this crowd. They were great. Man, the early portion of this match, we see a corkscrew acai moonsault by Bailey. Fletcher then is placed on the barricade, and Bailey's going for the moonsault into the double knees. But Fletcher stops him, lifts up Bailey, and drops him onto this barricade. And then afterwards, they show his back, which looks like it's just been like whipped by like a switch. It just looked brutal on this back. This guy's gonna have a fun flight back home.
Yeah, I would,
or to Cardiff on Saturday. He's got to go to either Cardiff or Manchester. He's gonna have that'll be some back pain.
Well,
but
I hope he has enough points to upgrade himself to first class.
Fletcher catches him on the shoulders off the steps, hoists him up in the air, and Bailey comes down with a poison rana, then hits the moonsault double knees. Crowd is going nuts for this. Hits a Frankensteiner, goes for Ultima Weapon. Fletcher gets the feet up, lawn darts him, last ride powerbomb, and that's our first crazy near fall of the match, and they would escalate. They're trading strikes all over the place. There's multiple counters, a snap Rana by Bailey, and then he hits Time Adventure for a 2 count, then goes for the tornado kick, but is cut off with a super kick. And eventually, after several kicks are exchanged, hits the tornado kick and Ultima Weapon, but Kyle kicks out, and the crowd gets on their feet applauding this. He misses an Ultima Weapon to the floor, which just looked like it sucked, and gets hit with an apron bomb, running kick, brain buster. I was literally typing out like the end of the match came here, and totally bit on this near fall, as did I think everyone in this arena. It was amazing. And then with that, the announcement is made 1 minute remaining, right as Bailey gets a sunset flip with the arm capture, and he catches Kyle Fletcher in the match of the tournament. And quite frankly, I seriously looked at this as like, this is probably one of the better matches this year.
Yeah.
This was unbelievably great.
Yeah, I think we're so used to like this sort of high standard on Dynamite that
Holy Christ.
like, you know, it's this could very well be one of the greatest TV matches of this year, and that would probably mean one of the greatest TV matches maybe even ever.
It will be so sad if in like 2 weeks, like, we're not even like remembering this match. Like, that is the pace that we live in at this current rate. And you're right, Way. Like, seeing a match like this would have been a high-end AEW pay-per-view caliber match. I mean, this was just out of this world great.
Yeah. But yeah, okay, in 2 weeks, maybe when we talk about maybe the best of the tournament, we might still talk about it. But in 2 months, no, I don't think we'll remember this, sadly. Like, there's just so much of this standard right now that it's crazy. But I agree with you.
It was so good. You got I thought they were going the draw. And the little thing that made it was, it might have been Danielson or Excalibur, but one of them early on, like in the first 5 minutes, said they gave out Fletcher's point total from last year. And this year, I think he did 12 last year. This year, he wants to run the table and go perfect. And it was like, just that alone, it's like a draw is like it shatters Fletcher's goal this year. And it gave you something to root for Bailey for. And then he pulls out the win, which was even more unexpected. This was so great. This was just such an amazing match.
Yeah, and you add this amazing crowd on top of it. I have no doubt this match would have done tremendously well everywhere.
Man.
But in front of this crowd that just kind of really took it to an even higher level, like this was truly perfection. I mean, for me, it also topped Mox versus Takeshita as my match of the tournament. I think so much of that is because, you know, our expectations going in is Fletcher beats Speedball. Fletcher is a guy that is one of the favorites of this entire tournament. Speedball is a guy who's kind of in this tournament to take pins, so we think. So when things like it meant all of these near falls worked tremendously well. Bailey's striking looked so good. The flips were spectacular, and that welt on the back really added a level of drama to this entire thing that felt real and got this crowd and got all of us, you know, that much more invested. So I definitely hope this remains one of the highlights of the tournament in 3 weeks when we talk about it or maybe forget about it.
Like, this one is certainly on pace to be the best of the Continental Classics they've done when we're this early into it, and the quality we have already seen. This has been a spectacular tournament so far.
This would be one of the highlights of the G1 if it took place in a tournament like that.
Yeah. I mean, that brainbuster kick out was just, that was outstanding stuff. December on the Post Wrestling Cafe, we have 2 editions of Rewind Away set for you, including a patron's pick where you have voted for us to review the Survivor Series from 1991, Hulk Hogan's Gravest Challenge. Then it's over to 2002 and a review of the very first WWE draft involving Raw and SmackDown as they kick off the brand extension. David Bitzenspan is going to join me as we review Video Killed the Radio Star, a documentary on Bubba the Love Sponge, and the sex tape involving Hulk Hogan. Plus, we will have reviews of TNA Final Resolution, New Japan's World Tag League Final, Collision Course every single week, and XL editions of Rewind of Raw, Dynamite, and SmackDown. Sign up now at postwrestlingcafe.com.